Hello everybody, Disciple here with Hearthstone Curios. Now that Journey to Un'Goro has been out for a little bit, it's pretty clear to see the meta is almost entirely different than it was thanks to all the new cards, and pretty much the only holdover deck that we've been seeing is Pirate Warrior. This also means that some cards that maybe were unplayable or pretty bad before Un'Goro are now great, and that's why today we thought we'd take a look at 7 cards that have improved a ton with the release of Un'Goro. Your list might be different from ours, but what we can say for sure is that these cards have all gotten at least a little bit better and seen a bit more play with the release of Un'Goro. Anyway, let's get right into it. First up, it's Novice Engineer. In the past few metagame cycles, Loot Hoarder has definitely been the most popular option for people that wanted a 2-drop that could draw cards, since it had higher attack and could help stave off these 2 health aggressive minions. Now that Un'Goro has some crazy strong combo decks like Time Warp Mage and Caverns Rogue, instant card draw is a lot more valued, making it Novice Engineer's time to shine. What's more is that Caverns Rogue bounces their own minions to trigger their quest, making the fact that Novice Engineer is a battle cry completely insane. You can bounce it back to play it again, to draw into more bounce like another Shadow Step, which lets you draw more cards, and before you know it, you're killing the opponent with a bunch of 5/5s on turn 3 and 4. Novice Engineer saw play in a lot of combo decks a really long time ago and was always in things like Freeze Mage, and it's nice to see it come back stronger than ever, even though it's not a 1-2 like it used to be. Next, we have the Black Knight. The Black Knight hasn't been a popular choice, or even played really since the days when Kel'Thuzad Ramp Druid with double Ancient of War was a popular deck. But right now, taunts are the name of the game more than ever. There's a deck that's literally built around casting taunts in Quest Warrior with Fireplume's Heart, Handlock and Silence Priest give Humongous Razorleaf and other huge fatties taunt with Defender of Argus and Sunfury Protector, and Midrange Hunter is playing double Houndmaster and Nesting Rock. And that doesn't even cover things like Tyrion and other random taunts people might be inclined to play, or that they might get from Discover effects. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean Black Knight should go in every deck, but it's definitely a really good option right now, especially if you don't have a card for the deck that you want and you need to substitute in something that can go in a heavier slot and potentially work as removal. Moving on, it's Faceless Shambler. Shambler's always been a pretty good card, and it was in a lot of Reno lock lists for a while, but now that Handlock's back in full force, Shambler gets way better actually. You get to play 2 of them now, and you get to make them huge super early on since you're also playing things like Humongous Razorleaf and Ancient Watcher in addition to Mountain Giants and Twilight Drakes. Shambler's seeing a ton of success in Handlock and Silence Priest, and it'll likely be a staple in those decks for the rest of the standard metagame as long as people keep playing them. But of course, the weaknesses are things like the Black Knight if that sees more tech play, or if rogues start teching in things like Bounce with Sap. Now up next, let's talk about Doomsayer. Doomsayer has always been a great card and a strong tempo play for slower decks that helps stave off early aggro, but now with quests, it seems like stalling's the name of the game, and nothing stalls better than Doomsayer. Things like Quest Warrior, Handlock, and other control decks are playing double Doomsayer, and obviously so is any kind of mage deck due to the synergy with Frost Nova and Blizzard. The card is honestly busted against aggro and mid-range, and you can even set up some great plays with it against control decks, but quests have just made it so much better. And now if you play it against things like Rogue, they're not very likely to sap it since Caverns Rogue doesn't typically run it, and dropping it against something like Hunter is usually safe since they usually only have 0 or 1 Hunter's marks and sometimes no kill commands either. Next on the list, it's Rat Pack. Although we could really put any mid-range Hunter stable in here like Savannah Highmane or Animal Companion, since Hunter was a really trash class in the last expansion, and it's gotten so much better. The general idea is that Hunter got a few great new tools in Un'Goro, and now has strong enough beast synergies to compete with a lot of the really strong decks, while also not getting run down early since there aren't nearly as many aggro shamans out there. Now it remains to be seen whether Midrange Hunter is a tier 1 deck, or if it'll even be played in a month or 2 after the release of Un'Goro, but a lot of people have climbed pretty hard with it, which is definitely a big improvement to Hunter being pretty much unplayable in that Pirate Warrior meta. But Rat Pack's a card to look out for since it's just so sticky and provides you with so much value, especially if you can buff it up with something like Houndmaster, or if you even run something crazy like Dinomancy. It reminds me a lot of Haunted Creeper, and although it's not quite as great as Haunted Creeper, it's still an incredibly strong card and it has the potential to even be better. Moving on, we have Purify. And man, I definitely complained about Purify back when it came out, and I feel a little silly now. It was obviously a meme card back then and really was unplayable in pretty much any deck, but I probably should have had a little bit more faith that Blizzard would come out with some great cards that could synergize with Purify to make it playable. Or maybe Blizzard just made the cards that are busted with Purify to troll us since there was so much backlash against them. Either way, with things like Humongous Razorleaf and other giant beaters that are absolutely insane while silenced, Silence Priest is actually really strong right now, not to mention that it has a bunch of silence effects that make it good against things like Handlock or Quest Warrior. Either way, Purify is super good in that deck since you get to swing in with your Razorleaf and draw a card for just 2 mana, and that is a pretty big power level increase from it being one of the most hated cards in the game. It's also really important to consider that the addition of cards like Radiant Elemental, Lyra the Sunshard, and even Shadow Visions all made this card a lot better, since with Radiant Elemental and Lyra, you can cycle and cast it for very cheap to get even more fuel in your hand, and with something like Shadow Visions, you can draw into that Purify if you really need the silence effect immediately, and it really brings a lot of consistency to the deck that was a big problem with a combo-based deck like Silence Priest. Last but not least, it's my favorite card to see in the meta, even if it's in a deck I absolutely hate. That's Stone Tusk Boar. Stone Tusk Boar has been unplayable and a meme for a pretty long time, and while some people might have put it into some sort of hunter deck at some point, it's really just a joke for things like boar control or when you get it off RNG effects like Maelstrom Portal. With Cavern's Rogue being as good as it is though, any 1-drop with charge has become insane, since you can OTK your opponent just by bouncing your 1-mana charge 5/5 to your hand over and over again. Now obviously there are a lot of really good cards in that deck, and it's not really that Stone Tusk Boar is making that deck busted, but the power level increased from terrible to a tier 1 deck staple card definitely means Stone Tusk Boar belongs on the list, because this card has definitely improved more than any other, next to maybe Purify. So those are some of the cards that we think got the strongest with the release of Un'Goro compared to their power level in Mean Streets of Gadgetzan or before. But I'm curious what you guys think improved the most. Are there any cards that we missed on the list? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You're seriously so great and I love you all. Peace.